Initially popular in South Korea, K-pop and its stars are taking over the world. Though they are extremely popular, being in the spotlight doesn't come without a few controversies. With every move they make being under a microscope, it is relatively easy for these stars to slip up in the court of public opinion.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Boy group BTS has come under fire several times, and just wait until you see why. If you are a first-time viewer, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a big thumbs up. Today we are discussing 10 of the biggest K-pop controversies. Tiara bullying. No one likes a bully, and when word got out in 2012 that girl group Tiara was bullying one of its members, there was a media storm. Thanks to an ankle injury and a few misunderstood tweets, fans were convinced that members of Tiara were bullying Hwayoung. When the bullying rumors spread, the group had cancelled shows and some members were even written off TV shows. There was just one problem: there actually was no bullying. According to sources, Hwayoung faked the whole thing. In 2017, Hwayoung and her twin sister spoke out about the incident during their appearance on the TV show Taxi. They played the victim card, and it didn't sit too well with one of the viewers, who happened to be an ex-staff member of Tiara when everything went down. The staff member claimed that it was really Hwayoung who was hard to deal with. She even threatened physical violence against one of the other girls. She used her fake ankle injury to get sympathy and to get out of her busy schedule. Her actions led to the group having an 8-hour rehearsal day while she went out and got her nails done. Ultimately, Tiara and Hwayoung went their separate ways, but the damage had already been done. Yo Seung-jun evades military service. In Korea, every male must serve his country by entering the Korean military draft for 2 years. It is a huge deal when someone evades the draft, and it's even more controversial when it is someone famous. At the peak of his career, K-pop singer and actor Yo Seung-jun did just that. He promised his country he would be entering the military, but when it came time to serve, he moved to the United States and became a US citizen. Of course, this didn't go over well, and eventually, Yo Seung-jun was banned from entering South Korea. After 13 years of not addressing this controversial issue, the singer broke his silence in 2015. The ex-pop star revealed that his family influenced him to join them in America. He had no intention of filing for citizenship, but his father filed for him without his knowledge. He even revealed that he tried to enlist in the military the year prior, but at 39 years old, he was over the age restriction. Yo Seung-jun begged his country to forgive him and claimed he would renounce the US citizenship if he were allowed back in South Korea with his family. Sadly, his wishes didn't come true, and Korean citizens weren't ready to forgive him. BAP members' lawsuit. It is common knowledge that K-pop stars are overworked and underpaid. No one really knew the extent of it until all 6 members of BAP filed a lawsuit against their label in 2014. The group stated that the label's unreasonably long 7-year contract only benefited the label. In the 2 years the group was popular, each member only brought home around $16,000, while the label made around $9 million. Not only were they paid very little, but the group was also stripped of many basic human rights. A vocal coach for the group backed up their claims by saying the boys were kept from seeing their families, and they didn't know any of their banking details. The label even kept BAP members from owning cell phones for 3 years. They didn't have any contact with anyone other than themselves for the first 3 years of their contracts. The label released a statement saying the group's claims were untrue. Thankfully for fans and BAP, the lawsuit was settled in 2015, and the band got back to work entertaining audiences. We aren't sure of the details of the settlement, but it looks like all is well for BAP. Kim Hyun-jung's ex-girlfriend. When K-pop stars sign their contracts, they are often forbidden from having romantic relationships. In 2014, SS501 fans were shocked when they learned Kim Hyun-jung not only had a relationship, but that it was really volatile. Hyun-jung's ex-girlfriend, who the media called Miss A, came clean about their 2-year relationship. Miss A claims the singer not only abused her, but also got her pregnant in the past. Fans of Hyun-jung were quick to take sides, and Miss A filed a lawsuit against the singer. She claimed she would drop the charges if he admitted to and apologized for his actions. Hyun-jung did so, and she dropped the charges, but the court wasn't done with the K-pop star. He still had to pay his ex for any distress he caused. Fans in the media thought that was the end of their relationship, but to everyone's surprise, another issue popped up in 2015. Miss A took the spotlight once again, but this time it was because she was 10 weeks pregnant. She claimed that she and the singer reconciled and that he was the father of her baby. Though he never admitted he was the father, he said he would take take responsibility after a paternity test. In September of 2015, test confirmed Hyun-jung was indeed the father of the baby. Jay Park leaves 2AM. In 2008, the K-pop boy group 2AM broke into the K-pop scene. By 2010, they made headlines with a pretty serious controversy. Fans of the group had dug up some compromising MySpace messages from group member Jay Park. The Seattle-born singer wrote messages to a friend that stated how much he hated Korea. Considering he was a Korean superstar, these comments obviously didn't go over too well with his fans. Things got so bad for Jay Park that 2AM terminated his contract and he left the group. Park moved back to Seattle, but his singing career was far from over. Thanks to the power of YouTube, he was able to get a solo contract and totally redeemed himself. Things haven't been so easy for his old group 2AM though. They have struggled since letting Jay Park go, mostly because fans ended up forgiving him for his statements. Fans realized he was only 17 when the comments were made and that he didn't speak Korean nor did he have any friends. This is one controversy that got blown out of proportion. Thankfully, Jay Park hasn't had to deal with many repercussions from the silly statements he made as a teenager. BTS US Highlight Tour. When K-pop bands travel overseas to the US, it is a big deal. Fans who only dream of seeing their favorite stars finally have a chance. Sadly, fans of the group BTS were left with much to be desired after their US Highlight Tour in 2015. The tour was so disorganized that they oversold tickets for their Atlanta concert, forcing hundreds of fans from the venue. The organizers of the show promised fans a private photo session with the band for their troubles. After waiting hours in the rain for their pictures, they were left empty-handed. The organizers forgot to tell BTS, and the group ended up leaving the venue without posing for pictures with the fans. Atlanta wasn't the only stop the boys made that had fans questioning their BTS love. Their stop in Houston proved to be a disaster. Fans were livid that the boys only sang 4 songs, and they were horribly mistreated during the autograph signing. The organizers ran out of posters, and the band members got yelled at when they interacted with fans. All in all, the tour was a complete wreck, and fans of BTS were disappointed not only for themselves but the band as well. Chu Tsuyi flag waving. When you are famous, every move you make is under the spotlight. No one knows this more than Twice member Chu Tsuyi. One innocent gesture turned into an international controversy for the star. While on a TV show, Chu Tsuyi and other cast members were asked to hold up a flag of their country of origin. Tsuyi was born in Taiwan and held up the Republic of China flag. This sparked an immediate scandal with online fans. They believed that the 16-year-old singer was for Taiwan independence. The issue comes from the fact that mainland China considers Taiwan as a part of their country, while many of the Taiwan citizens consider themselves independent. When people believed Tsuyi was for independence, the band as well as the band's record label JYP Entertainment were boycotted. There was even a trending hashtag #BoycottJYP on Weibo that gained over 68 million hits. It didn't take long for the label to react by having the singer record a personal apology to the Chinese government and fans. This recording upset Taiwanese government officials who felt that she should be able to express her loyalty to her country without fear of punishment. Luckily, the scandal blew over and Twice became one of the most in-demand K-pop groups in China. Iron and Kiddo behind bars. Different countries call for different drug laws. Though the use of marijuana in the US is slowly becoming decriminalized, that is not the case in South Korea. It was shocking for fans when rappers Iron and Kiddo were arrested for their marijuana use. The ordeal started after the theft and drug use arrest of a mutual friend of the K-pop stars. His arrest sparked an investigation that led to the rappers. They both have already had their run-ins with the law. Solo artist Iron was charged with 3 counts of marijuana use in 2014 and was looking at facing 8 months worth of prison time. Kiddo, a former member of Top Dog, was also accused of smoking the drug at a Bangkok bar in 2015. Thankfully, their punishments weren't as serious as they feared. Iron ended up with 2 years of probation, while Kiddo was charged with 1 year probation. Both rappers were also required to do 40 hours worth of rehab. They also have still been able to remain active in the music industry despite their drug scandal. Iron stated in the past that he knows it is illegal because of his Korean citizenship, but he still doesn't think the drug should be illegal. Lee Ji-yeon and Kim Da-hee blackmail. You never know who you can trust when you become a star. A night out could land you in the slammer if you aren't careful or if you make a silly mistake. In 2015, Glam ex-member Kim Da-hee and model Lee Ji-yeon were hanging out with mutual friends that included famous actor Lee Byung-hun. The girls reportedly had a very explicit conversation with the star and recorded it without his knowledge. The problem here is the fact that Lee is part of a high-profile marriage with another actor. The girls then told the actor they were going to release the recording unless he paid them $4 million. Lee reported the blackmail to the authorities, and Da-hee and Ji-yeon soon found themselves behind bars facing serious charges. Initially, they were facing up to 3 years in prison, but they were sentenced to a year in jail each. Surprisingly, after spending 6 months behind bars, the offenders were released, thanks to Lee Byung-hun. The actor felt the girls had learned their lesson, and he didn't want them to spend any more time behind bars. The girls apologized for their actions and were sentenced to 2 years of probation. BTS plagiarism. K-pop group BTS is no stranger to controversy. No one will forget when a graduation photo of J-Hope hit the internet that finally put his nose job rumors to rest, or the fact that their US highlight tour was a total nightmare. Even though those two scandals were pretty serious, nothing compares to the plagiarism scandal sparked by BTS star Rap Monster. After a fan had called him out online for stealing lyrics, the rapper admitted to directly copying words from other rappers. This, of course, didn't sit well with fans, but the band continued to grow despite these allegations. The band came under fire once again when fans noticed BTS was using a similar video as K-pop group Big Bang to open their concerts. The video shows a no-signal color test that quickly blurs out before the performance begins. It was nearly identical to Big Bang's video, and Korean fans were not happy with BTS. They took to Twitter to demand the band apologize. Sadly, the group has yet to admit any wrongdoing and blamed the show's organizers for the whole situation. BTS continues to grow, and hopefully they will continue to do so without facing any more plagiarism allegations. Which one of these controversies is the most shocking? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to the taco. If you want to hang around, check out 10 embarrassing K-pop star fails and accidents. Thanks for watching!